Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am going to be doing something a bit different. I will be reacting to a travel video, and I'm actually very curious because hopefully by the time the pandemic's over, I'm going to be able to travel again, and I have a few destinations. So I'm going to start picking up countries that I've always had an interest in going to, or I just simply love the culture of the country. So I hope you guys enjoy this a lot, because I hope this is going to be as fun and educational as well. So I cannot wait for that. Before we start this video, please don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to comment down below which country would you guys like me to do a reaction on, based on like a country that you guys love or would love to see or would love to travel to one day, so I can know and also find some videos for you guys as well. Please also don't forget to support my channel by subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so you guys get notified when my videos come out. Let's start this off because this is going to be very new to me, very interesting. So this is going to be really fun. And we're doing a Seoul vacation travel guide. Oh, Seoul, which is in South Korea. So
welcome to Seoul, the capital of the Republic of South Korea. For decades, the city known as the Miracle of the Han kept its head down, barely raising a ripple as the country rebuilt in the decades following the Korean War. Today, Seoul has re-emerged as an economic powerhouse and the epicenter of Hallyu, a Korean wave of culture that is sweeping the world's smartphones, food halls, and dance floors. But Seoul wasn't always so outgoing. In the 14th century, a 12-mile fortress wall encircled Korea's ancient capital. Its gates closed each night to keep marauding Siberian tigers and invaders at bay. Since then, the city has spilled out far beyond and above its great city gates and guardian mountains. 21st century Seoul is a city where glass and steel towers and the ancient curves of palace roofs coexist. It's a city where the brushstrokes of the past and contemporary public art tell stories of tradition and inspiration.
this is something I really want to see, because I love Korean culture. I'm in love with a lot of cultures, and the Korean culture is one of them. And I cannot wait to be able to go there and see everything for myself and just have a lot of fun. I'm actually restarting to learn Korean or Hangul, and I cannot wait for that.
Coming to grips with Seoul's incredible size and sweeping narrative can be a little daunting. So start your adventure at the K-Style Hub, a state-of-the-art visitor center where South Korea's past, present, and future converge. From the latest in K-pop to its timeless national parks. From the cutting edge of K-design to culinary traditions which have taken centuries to perfect. And while you're here, why not slip into the traditional dress? Dressing up hanbok style doesn't just put you in touch with Korea's proud past, it also gives you free admission into many of Seoul's most revered historic places.
I had one of my best friends, she traveled to South Korea, and I actually had, and her sister, which is also one of my best friends, she's actually studying abroad there, and I think she's in Taiwan. I think she's in Taiwan, but I don't remember right now. There's a lot of things to remember, and I remember one of the pictures that she took when I saw like when she traveled there was right here, and she was like in the hanbok, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. This is something I really want to do. It's so beautiful, and I just love it so much.
At the head of Gwanghwamun Square sits the gleaming statue of Sejong the Great, the 15th century Joseon dynasty king whose reign oversaw a golden age of literature, science, and technology. The great leader sits before the grandest of Seoul's 5 royal palaces, Gyeongbokgung, the Palace of Shining Happiness, a residence of Joseon dynasty rulers. From the late 1300s until 1910, the palace has endured fires, invasion, and wars. Wander through the palace's ornate gates, pavilions, halls, and throne room, which, in accordance with Confucian principles, are perfectly balanced by the simplicity of the pine-covered mountain backdrop. Take a short bus or subway ride to the east to explore the adjoining palaces of Changdeokgung and Changgyeonggung, which are separated by a simple stone wall. In the tranquil confines of Changdeokgung's secret garden, sit for a while by the pond, where kings once paused from royal duties and dramas to write poetry beneath the ginkgo, walnut, and plum trees.
I love this so much. It's something so simple, but it's so beautiful to look at. And I love the simplicity and the way that they treasure their ancestral culture, and like they show it around, and then it's just so amazing. It's so pretty. This is one of the reasons why I love Korean culture so much, and the reasons also why I am in love with like mostly historical dramas. I actually really like watching historical dramas because I can see it kind of like into how it used to be back then. It's just the genre that I like watching, so it's something I really like to look in and tap in and read a little bit more about the history. It's really good.
To the south at Doksu Palace, see the changing of the guard, which takes place 3 times each day. Then explore the eclectic mix of palace buildings, such as the pavilion, where coffee-loving King Gojong enjoyed his daily cup, paving the way for his country's future caffeine obsession.
Well, here's something. I don't like coffee. Yeah, I'm not that much of a coffee junkie. I will sit on espressos and a cappuccino, but I'm not really into the whole caffeine thing. It just messes with my system sometimes, but I like cappuccinos. That's in the espresso. That is like that is the amount I am willing to offer into saying I like coffee.
Just to the west is the last of Seoul's great palaces, Gyeonghee-gung, a royal refuge in times of unrest. After exploring Seoul's vast temple complexes, see how government officials and ordinary Koreans once lived. At the Namsan Hanok village, ancient buildings and traditions have been preserved in one of the most scenic and tranquil areas of Seoul. see how Seoul's citizens furnished their homes, visit the Korea Furniture Museum in Songbuk-gu. Here, over 2,000 exquisite pieces of practical craftsmanship are displayed within 10 traditional houses.
Whoa. I'm beginning to think that the minute I step like in South Korean soil, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just thinking about it, I'm crying right now. Cause it's going to be such a dream come true to like being able to see their culture up close, like visit such beautiful places that I'm simply obsessed with. I'm gonna start crying soon because it's just imagining how amazing like being there is. It's just gonna. I'm gonna start crying soon.
The story of Korean craftsmanship continues at the National Museum of Korea, which houses national treasures such as the 10-story pagoda and priceless white porcelain from the Joseon era. But it's in Seoul's busy streets where the past and present really rub shoulders, and where the two Korean loves of shopping and food go hand in hand. Close to Seoul's Great South Gate, step into Korea's largest marketplace, Namdaemun Market, where locals have been bargaining hard for over 600 years. If you're looking for beauty products, join the 1 million shoppers who stream into neighboring Myeongdong each day to hit the 1,000 cosmetic stores. And when
Yes, South Koreans love their cosmetics, and I have used some, and they're really good. I actually saw once that they love their cosmetics so much that they actually have their own line for of cosmetics for men, as in they have their own products including makeup for the men, and the men in South Korea literally take care of, like, the way that I read the news, it's like the men in South Korea they normally take care of their skin or their appearance more than the women. Like they really appreciate the aesthetic of like taking care of their skin and like consuming the products and making sure that they have flawless skin. That became a habit of them also using base, and that they have like their own makeup line just for men. And I actually thought that was really cool because that's something you don't really see a lot in in Western culture. Technically, you don't really see that a lot of guys who really want to like 100% take care of their appearance or their skin or something like that. And I actually thought that was really cool because normally it's the women who spend more on their appearance. It doesn't mean that they don't take care of their appearance, it does, but from the report I saw and I read once, it was proven that the men in South Korea, like the South Korean men, they spend more money on cosmetics and taking care of their skin and their appearance than the women did. So I actually like to. It's something really interesting if you kind of think about it, because I don't normally see that in the day-to-day here, but it actually is good to know that that they also love taking care of their skin like we do. So this is actually really good. Like, oh, in the food. I love the food. Let's not stop. Let's not talk about the food. Let's go into
When your head starts to spin, take a snack break. From lobster tails to foot-long ice creams, the options here are limitless. A few blocks north is Sejong, where you can disappear for days amid the labyrinth of antique, curio, and craft stalls.
That is so pretty. I would probably come back with so much stuff. I would probably go with like a suit, like 3 suitcases and 2 empty ones, just so that I know, because I'm gonna buy stuff there. That is just me being honest.
While just a short bus ride away, at the Namdaemun Market, you could spend months browsing the fashions on offer in the area's 26 malls and 30,000 specialty shops. Blow the dust off old wares and vintage bargains at the Gwangjang Traditional Market. Then treat yourself to some of the best Korean pancakes in the city. If you're a seafood lover, cross the river to the futuristic Norianjin fish market, where the skillful vendors at 700 stalls sell, slice, and cook every kind of seafood imaginable.
I'm a seafood junkie. I love seafood.
Looking for some Gangnam style? Head just upriver to the Samsung-dong, whose exclusive boutiques and wide boulevards have made it the Beverly Hills of Seoul.
And it's the most expensive place in South Korea.
But it's not all bling in Gangnam. You'll find plenty of bliss here too. Pass through the Gate of Truth and spend a few hours in the wooded surrounds of the Bong-eun-sa Buddhist Temple, a peaceful antidote to the fierce pace of Seoul's shopping.
I love the fact that everywhere you go in South Korea, there's always something traditional to look at. I just love that.
Seoul is filled with quiet spaces. Also in Gangnam, stroll past the stadiums and museums of the 24th Summer Olympics at Olympic Park. Across the river, relax with locals amid the leafy glades of Seoul Forest. While just downriver, enjoy the ponds and playful sculptures at Yongsan Park. Namsan is one of Seoul's guardian mountains, marking the southern limit of the ancient capital. The city has long since grown around it, and today the mountain has become one of the city's favorite green getaways. At Namsan Botanical Garden, follow the winding paths through fields of wild flowers and pine forests. Then hike or take the cable car to the peak and take in the sweeping views from the old city walls or from Seoul's iconic tower. Running right through the busy heart of downtown Seoul, another landmark has also been given a new lease on life. After centuries of neglect, Cheonggyecheon Stream has been transformed into a 7-mile corridor of serenity and creativity. Take time out just a few feet from some of the city's busiest streets. In a space so quiet, you can sometimes hear the sweet sounds of birdsong and whispering lovers.
So pretty. Oh my god.
Leave the bright lights and noise of the city even further behind, amid granite-studded peaks of Bukhansan National Park. Take the 45-minute subway ride from central Seoul and spend the day hiking through the crisp mountain air, past ancient temples and rushing streams. Just 55 miles from Seoul is another day trip which will give you pause for deep reflection. The truce village of Panmunjom. After 3 years of brutal warfare, it was here in 1953 where the armistice was signed between North and South Korea. From the observation post, look out upon the eerie silence of the DMZ, the 2.5-mile-wide buffer zone that separates the two Koreas. Yet despite the tense atmosphere here, there is also a prevailing sense of hope. On returning to Seoul, spend a little time at the War Memorial of Korea to truly appreciate the scale and trauma of the Korean War, a conflict that tore a country in two, involved 22 nations, and cost millions of lives. Besides displaying all the usual machinery of war, above all, this is a place of remembrance, longing, and determination. When the sun gets low and the city lights up, locals gather on the banks of the Han to see the Banpo Bridge erupt in waves of water and light. It's in moments like these that South Koreans reflect on life's possibilities and are reminded that they are capable of anything they put their minds, imaginations, and hearts to. And so,
amazing.
the miracle on the Han is certainly proof of that.
I am simply in love because I love South Korea and I have been in love with South Korea since 2009. Oh, I left. My pen fell. And this is so good to see and to, get to know. And wow, I'm just amazed at how good and how beautiful this place is. And honestly, I cannot wait to go there, and I cannot wait to see everything for myself and just share beautiful moments, and put that in my memory for like forever. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to comment down below. What do you guys think of traveling to South Korea or Seoul? If you have traveled to South Korea, please also tell me down below what you guys think of this amazing country. Please don't forget to support my channel by subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so you guys get notified when my videos come out. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more videos. Thank you guys so much. Bye guys!